Welcome back to Orange City Northwestern College Soccer Complex as the Red Raiders are ready to take on the Broncos of Hastings. Take a look at the starting lineups for you today. First for the Broncos, number 1 in goal, Brendan Daly. Number 3, Jackson Brown. Number 4, Francisco Arevalo. Number 6, Kai Knuckle. Number 10, Tyler Maas. Number 12, Keegan Johnson. Number 15, Ryan Lewis. Number 17, Paul Obrusnik. Number 20, Ross Murphy. Number 21, Jair Arita. And number 33, Sandro Rubico. The Hastings Broncos come into today with a record of 7-4-2 overall, 6-2-1 in the conference. They sit third in the GPAC. Your Red Raiders are undefeated in conference play on the season at 9-0 and have an overall record of 13-1-1 as they sit ranked 19th in the nation, top in program history. Take a look at their starting lineups today on Senior Day. Number 1, Zeke Foltz in goal. Number 2, Adam DeBoer on the defensive line. Number 3, Luke Roloffs joins him as well. Number 4, Marco Alessio in the midfield. Number 7, Stan Vandenbeld at forward. Number 10, Joshua Wingfield in the midfield, along with number 11, Brennan Haggerty. J.C. McFadden, number 13, playing defense today. He will start alongside Marcel Langert, also on defense. Number 19, Juan McCrae, senior forward, and number 20, James Bolger in the midfield will complete the starting lineup for the Raiders. Take a moment to recognize our seniors, Ryan Wager, Joshua Wingfield, Brennan Haggerty, Juan McCrae, as well as Seth Druin. Northwestern with an opportunity to clinch the GPAC title today with a victory here. Should they need, they play Doane, who sits in the bottom of the conference a week from today, and a victory then would clinch the GPAC title as well. But a win today would do it for sure. Northwestern would sure like to get that one today, keep their conference record clean as a whistle as they have a chance to do so today. 57 degrees in Orange City right now, a little bit breezy, nice warm sun, and some good energy here as the Raiders are excited and ready to kick off their home finale, Senior Day. Northwestern ready to defend their GPAC spot against the Hastings Broncos. Other things happening in Northwestern sports today. The volleyball team is currently, the volleyball team just won set 3, sweeping Hastings 25-12. The men's football team won 50-0 against Dakota Wesleyan, laying down a half century yet again as they get ready for their games against Dort and Morningside. And cross country, men and women were in action in Mount Marty today. We'll see if we can get some results from that for you as well. Marco Alessio, a little shaken up at the get-go. Kayla Tyndall is going to be called onto the field. 64 seconds into the match. Alessio looks to be good to go. He's going to sit out for a second, but the referee should let him back in a moment. Just at a point when it can't possibly give the Raiders an advantage. Wingfield at the top of the box. Haggerty over to Bolger. Bolger from the top of the box. Bolger top of the box still. He looks for a teammate. He's got Wingfield. Wingfield sends it in high. And that one will sit on top of the net. Man. That one looked like it could have gone all sorts of ways, and it sat on top of the net. Alessio's back in, and
Right by the flag, walking around. I don't know where she came from, but she's out there.
Alessio back in, and the Raiders look to keep the pressure on early. Should be a good game, as statistically, the Raiders and Broncos match up very tightly. Marcel Langert chases that one back and will eventually send that one out of play. Broncos playing around over there. Looks like number 3, Jackson Brown, senior from England. Take a quick peek at the stats coming into this game. The Broncos averaging 2.31 goals per game, and the Raiders averaging 2.27 goals per game, so nearly identical there. As well in their shots per game, Northwestern getting off 13.7 and Hastings getting off 13.6. Plenty of yellow cards to be had by both teams throughout the season. Physical play is not something that scares either of these squads. One of the things that sets these teams apart is their ability to play in a variety of styles. Northwestern looking to impose their will on the pace of this game. Looking for Vandenbelt on the throw-in is Alessio. He'll play Wingfield forward. Wingfield will let it bounce once, twice. He's got it at the top of the box. Cuts around his man. Knowing Wingfield personally, I can tell you he was trying to sell that one, and I think the ref caught onto that one as well. And it'll be Tyler Mace bringing that one over. He'll send Paul Obrusnik long, and DeBoer will chase that one down and play it out. Long throw into the top of the box, headed down. Shot taken by Ryan Lewis, number 15. Batted around there, and Fultz will come up with it. 5 minutes in here to senior day. Fultz will play it out to DeBoer. DeBoer over to roll-offs. Roll-offs pass fake, has the defender losing his balance a little bit. That's Sandro Rubico over there. Marcel Langert. Over to JC McFadden. He'll look to play Wani long, and a little too long on that one. Marco Alessio controls right on the midfield spot. Swings wide to roll-offs. Roll-offs, looking for Vandenbeld. Stands there. Stands got some speed on the outside. He looks towards the center. There's Wingfield. He gets a touch on it, but that skitters away from him. And Brendan Dolly, the goalkeeper from Johannesburg, South Africa, will scoop that one up. Throws it out here to Ross Murphy. Murphy to Lewis. Lewis drops to Francisco Arevalo. Arevalo to Lewis. Lewis sends long for Keegan Johnson. Excuse me, that is Paul Brusnik. Keegan Johnson's the other attacker up there. McFadden will throw in short to Haggerty. Haggerty back to McFadden. McFadden to Bolger, and Bolger takes off towards the midfield. He looks to send Vandenbeld just a hair short on that one. Ball comes back the other way. DeBoer will chase that down. He's got Keegan Johnson in pursuit. DeBoer will dribble that one out of bounds for a throw-in. Keegan Johnson will take this one for the Broncos. Johnson in his first game back from a suspension. Served for being ejected from a previous game. He'll look to take a long run into this long throw. Long throw into the box. Headed out by Langert. Alessio defending Ryan Lewis. Alessio has it. Looking to escape down there on the end line. He does. Finds Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld escapes. Good ball to Wani with a good touch. Looking for Haggerty. Haggerty shoved off the ball by Kai Knuckle. Sophomore from Switzerland. Already some arms being thrown here as we wait for the free kick. Rubico and Vandenbeld getting a little tangled up there. Luke Roloffs will come in to take this free kick. Roloffs kind of the long distance free kick specialist for the Raiders lately. So he can definitely put it in range for a header here. Ball played into the top of the box. Headed out by the Broncos. McFadden heads it back into the top of the box. Bounces around on some more noggins. Comes back out to McFadden. He finds Haggerty. That one skips through Bolger's legs, and Obrusnik goes the other way with it for Hastings. He's tripped up by Haggerty. Referee cautions him. Does not issue a caution, but gives him a warning. That one comes back over here to Murphy. Murphy on the near side to Johnson. Johnson to Lewis. He looks to send Johnson again. That one back, played out towards the Raider bench. Ross Murphy from Northern Ireland will throw this one in. J.C. McFadden down with his chest and out of bounds in front of the Raider bench. Throw into Tyler Mace. Finds Lewis. Lewis back to Murphy. Murphy to Francisco Arevalo. He looks towards the center for Rubico. Rubico and Mace working together for the Broncos. Vandenbeld pushes him off the ball. Mace drops to Kai Knuckle, and he swings wide to Jackson Brown. Rubico. He's got Obrusnik. Obrusnik outside the box. That'll count as a shot on goal from Obrusnik. Foltz with an easy save. And he swings that out to Marcel. Marcel to JC. Back to Marcel Langert. Obrusnik with a nice touch. He's got Johnson. Johnson looking for Lewis, but that one's intercepted by McFadden. He'll kick that one out. Referee will stop this one for Johnson, who's not going to stop this one for Johnson. He's going to try and walk this one off. Referee keeping an eye on him. Arevalo has it. Plays it across the midfield line to Mace. And Johnson will go down. The referee will have him come out for a little bit here. Caleb Tyndall will be there for him as he needs it. Caleb's our athletic trainer on site, part of the CNOS medical team here. One of the best in the business and well appreciated and loved by students, coaches, staff, parents. Very grateful for Kayla and the work that all of our CNOS training staff do. Substitution will come in here for the Broncos. That'll be number 9, Lucas Getz, junior from Germany. Hastings will resume play here, and they'll kick it across to Jackson Brown. He'll look for Getz immediately in off the sideline. He's pressured by DeBoer. Finds Getz again. Mace. Mace has it back to Getz. Getz to Mace. Mace is through. Hastings with an early goal. Goal by number 10, Tyler Mace, assisted by number 9, Lucas Getz. Immediately in off the bench, involved in several passes, and finally has an assist. Hastings takes a quick 1-0 lead, just over 11 minutes into this first half. A little give and go action there between the forward and the midfielder. And Foltz not left with much of a chance to defend himself. It's a team effort back there, though, something that Foltz has acknowledged all season long as he's stacked up on the individual accolades, being named GPAC Defensive Player of the Week several times, as well as garnering the first NAIA Player of the Week award in program history, and he was named Defensive Player of the Week for some impressive shutouts earlier this year. Never hesitated to acknowledge his team. Wingfield's down here on the sideline. They're going to give a card for that one. Referee giving a card to Ross Murphy. A little bit of a dangerous play, a high foot. Wingfield was going up for a jump. It's not necessarily based on the severity of the physical contact, but rather the danger involved. Marcel Langert will take this free kick here. Looks like Marcel got a haircut since the last time I saw him. I'll play this one in. Good ball. Boulder gets pushed in the back, but nothing given. And that will go out for a goal kick. Ball over there to Lewis. Vandenbeld works it away. Jackson Brown also over there for Hastings, and he'll pick it up and throw it in. Lewis over there as well. Out again for another Hastings throw. Rubico back to Brown. Brown to Rubico. He'll turn towards the center of the field to Getz. That one's knocked back away towards Rubico. And drop it to Jackson Brown. He'll play some back and forth back there. Getz, Lewis, Rubico, and Brown. Getz finds Lewis. Lewis looks to cross, looking for a Brusnick. J.C. McFadden's on him. Boulder with a nice stab. That second touch poked away by Kai Knuckle. And Mace will drop this one back to Arita on his back line. Arita over to Arevalo. Boulder comes in. Throw and given to Hastings. He throws in to Getz. Gets pushing McFadden off the ball. Foul given. He'll leave it for Marcel to take. Marcel surveying options. Choose to look towards Juan McCray. That one knocked around. Lewis's back heel intercepted by Marco Alessio. Roll-off's pass deflected. Deflected again. That one will go out for a Raider throw-in. See if this Stan Vandenbeld is down over there. Not sure exactly what happened. Referee stops the clock and he will check on him. Play will resume here. So we are at about 15 minutes in to this first half. Throw in towards Vandenbeld. He'll play one high for Wingfield. That one will bounce, and Wingfield will chase that down over here. He'll drop it to McFadden. I'll scoot under his foot. He'll come all the way back to Fultz. Fultz with a good touch, and he's back up here to McFadden. He's got one on him, and he goes to Wingfield. Wingfield intercepted there by Murphy. Looking for Lewis. Roll-offs with a good defensive play there. Looking for Juan. That one's sent away by Dolly. That'll head far out of bounds into the stands. Vandenbeld throws in to McCray. He drops to Roll-offs. Roll-offs will look to switch fields here, and he will to McFadden on the near sideline. McFadden on the near side. Drops to Marcel. Alessio. Looking for Wingfield. One in. Finds Haggerty. Haggerty steps over. Kai Kanukel finds Rubico in the midfield. He drops to Mace. Mace to Brusnik. Brusnik looking for Lewis, but Marcel is there. Can't quite keep that one in, though. And Hastings will have a throw in here. Gets us through. Foul called on Getz there. Two-handed shove to the back of Adam DeBoer. Sends him flying. Fultz unhappy with that. So referee acknowledges the foul is called. Fultz lets him know he's not happy when his players are treated like that. Marcel up to Wani. McCray looking to control with two on him. He drops to Alessio. Alessio to J.C. McFadden. Marcel ends up with it. He looks. He finds Bolger. Bolger sends roll-offs. He's got time and space as he crosses midfield over there. Rubico, closest defender. Roll-offs has time still. Looks for Vandenbeld. Misstruck that one a little bit. And substitution coming here for Hastings. Number 11, David Ponter. Reading England. Senior comes into the game for Sandro Rubico. Substitution in the midfield for Hastings. Jackson Brown throws in. And Vandenbeld is going to be called for the foul there. Free kick. Just on their own side of midfield for Hastings. Raider fans, you can help support Red Raider Athletics by joining the Red Raider Athletic Association, the team behind the team that supports our over 530 student athletes. You can join today by going to nwciowa.edu/join RAA. Hastings plays the free kick forward. Northwestern plays it out of bounds over the end line, and Hastings will have a corner kick. Looks like, really can't tell you who it is over there. Plays it in low. Came over the top of that one a little bit. Marcio clears that one out in the direction of Wani, but they'll have a throw in. Ross Murphy running across the field from his position on the right side to take that kick. Throw in comes to Brusnik. Couple of defenders there for Northwestern. DeBoer will keep that one in. Throw in for the Broncos. That one comes towards the edge of the box. Ball played in towards the center. J.C. McFadden directs that away with a header. Vandenbeld plays Wani forward, but that'll go out right around the midfield flag. Jackson Brown will take that throw in. J.C. McFadden intercepts the pass. Gets a touch on it. Wingfield sends it forward. McFadden has it on the near side. He plays Wingfield forward into the attacking third. Wingfield makes a move. Drops it to McFadden. Raiders have plenty in position now. McFadden to the top of the box. It's Vandenbeld on the far side. Makes a move towards the end line. He centers this. It's deflected, though, by Jackson Brown, and the Raiders will have a corner. Roll-offs here to take this corner. Good things have happened from this corner flag in recent memory for the Raiders. Handful of highlight reel goals coming from that flag as Roll-off sends it in. Up high is McCray. Again with the header. Wani's headers defended by the Broncos. Wingfield, the nice turning shot off the volley. Just over the top of the net. Life is there for Northwestern. Halfway through this first half, just about. Wingfield close with that turning shot. JC called for the foul. And Arevalo will swing it across to Arita. Goes up to Jackson Brown. And he looks for Obrusnik. Broncos go quick off the free kick, and they're on the backside of roll-offs. Fultz makes a good catch there, and he sends Wingfield with a good throw. Fultz was hoping for him to take off running with that. He chose to hang on to it with McFadden. Now he plays Brennan Haggerty forward. Murphy kicks that one out for a throw in, and Haggerty will take it to Wingfield. Wingfield touches back to Haggerty. Haggerty moves towards the center. Does center it. Boulder kind of comes down awkward. Nothing called. And Obrusnik comes the other way with it for the Broncos. Finds Lewis in the center. Lewis plays it to Getz. Gets to Obrusnik. Obrusnik plays it to the center, but that's intercepted there. Good play by Marcel. Smart defending. Finds himself in a good position. McCray plays it to Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld looking to go back. Not quite over the head of the defender as he plays that one out of bounds, and Vandenbeld will take a throw in here. So the Raiders take a moment to decide who throws in. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors. Diamond Vogel Paint, the Iowa State Bank, Pepsi of Siouxland, Kaspersky's Ace Hardware, the Van Engelhoven Insurance Agency, Orange City Health System, Premier Communications, Demco Manufacturing, Pizza Ranch, Orange City Health Systems, and the City of Orange City. Thank you all for being on the team behind the team. Physical contact going on over there, and Northwestern is not pleased about it, as the roll-offs will be the one who finally garners the whistle. He comes in with what was pretty clearly a frustration foul, but several bodies on the ground over there. The referee decides to blow it on Northwestern. Roll-off's called for that foul. Luke Happer will come into the game for the Raiders at the next opportunity. Luke, the long throw-in specialist. Freshman defender from Overland Park, Kansas. So he gets ready to check in for Northwestern. Lewis on a Brusnik playing pass over there, looking for Getz. That pass goes out of bounds. And in comes Luke Happer. Probably be coming in for Luke Roloffs. Looks like he's limping a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right. That throw-in doesn't get over the head of the defender. Happer will leave that to DeBoer. DeBoer will play it forward in the direction of Haggerty. Just over his head where Kai Kanukel takes it, but eventually Wani ends up with it. McCree drops it to Happer. Happer's got time. He looks for Haggerty. Haggerty kind of spun out from behind, but nothing called. Getz has it. He drops to Lewis. Lewis to Mace. Mace inside the center circle. Wani with a good tackle. He has it. He turns, looking for Vandenbeld down the far side. He's got him. Vandenbeld has it. Vandenbeld makes a move towards the end line. He'll center to Wingfield. Wingfield misses. There's Bolger. Bolger hits it a little off. Raiders still have it in the attacking third. That one takes a favorable. Lots of Raiders going down. Finally a foul given. Vandenbeld taken down. The Raiders will have another free kick. Somewhere near the corner of the box over there. Marco Alessio and Stan Vandenbeld will be there for this one. Hastings forms their wall. Typically, we've seen Vandenbeld step over and Alessio take the shot, but we'll see what happens here on this one. It's Alessio first. He takes the shot into the wall. That would be a corner kick. With roll-offs out, Stan Vandenbeld will take this corner. Raiders have 4 more warming up. Substitutions that look to come in around the half-hour mark. Vandenbeld signaling to take this one. He plays it in. A good ball. Just over the head of Wani. McFadden chases it down. Swings it across to Happer. Happer plays it in high, looking for Bolger. Bolger doesn't get time to get up for it. In there for Wani. Ball around the feet in the box, and nothing happening for the Raiders. Lots of pressure applied to the Hastings defense, and the Raiders haven't broken through yet. But they can feel they're getting close. Coming in to the game, handful of substitution for Northwestern. Ryan Wager will come in for Josh Wingfield. And they're going to have the rest of the Raiders wait. It's always interesting to see how stingy they'll be on players being ready to substitute at the time the ball is played out of bounds. That ball finds Getz of the Broncos, and he's across the midfield attacking for them. Drops it back to Obrusnik, and the Broncos play it back to their half of the field. Arita will take his time back there and give it to Jackson Brown. Brown back to Arita. To Canuco, back to Arita. Brown's going to go ahead and give that back to him. Northwestern starting to push up a little bit. Brown drove that one out of bounds on his way by Vandenbeld. Substitutions coming in for the Raiders. Johannes von Saldern will come in for Stan Vandenbeld. Tim Kaltenberger comes in for Brennan Haggerty. And Nick Fitter coming in for Juan McCray. No formation change for the Raiders, just fresh legs on the attack and in the midfield. Long throw in there by Happer. The ball bounces around and eventually out of bounds, where Happer will throw it in again. Happer throws it into Johannes. Johannes trips up over Canuco. That ball played out of bounds off of Obrusnik. Long throw in there by Happer again. This time looking for Fitter. Header by Happer. Kaltenberger over to Alessio. Alessio to J.C. McFadden. Plays it over here to Wager, the senior captain. Wager on the near side. Cuts back. Taken away by Murphy and Panther. That ball played out. Murphy to take the throw in here for the Broncos. Ball out of bounds. Murphy to take another throw. Jackson Brown to take the throw in for the Broncos. Lewis swings it back to midfield. There's Murphy. Marcel over to Wager on the near side. Wager in front of the Northwestern bench. Moving up the field, he finds Fitter. Fitter looking to kind of scoop it with his back heel, and it doesn't stay in bounds, but it'll still be a Northwestern throw. McFadden looking to throw in. Finds Wager. It's taken away by Knukel. Johannes. Taken away by some Bronco defenders, but Ponter misses his touch on that one, and that'll roll out for a Northwestern throw. J.C. McFadden will have this one at midfield for the Raiders. Looking again for Wager. Wager hit by Knukel. Knukel drops back to Arita. Arita to Brown. He sends long looking for Getz, but Happer will get there first and keep that one in. Halfway up the sideline. Deflected. So Happer will throw it in front of the student section there of Northwestern. Braving the breeze. Bringing the flags. Throw in there by Brown. He finds Lewis. Wager lets it hop once. Can't quite get around Panther, and Panther drops back to Murphy. Murphy into the attacking half. Murphy's got a yellow already. He's going to work to be careful here in the way he addresses the referee. Northwestern's coach is calling attention to the fact that it seems to be him consistently being whistled for the foul on the slides. Alessio takes the kick over to Happer. .50 to go in this first half. Long throw in here by Happer. Fitter looking towards Wager. Wager with nothing to shoot at, but he drops it back to McFadden. McFadden plays it in towards the center. Bulger's there. That deflects off his chest. Getz and DeBoer will race for that one. It'll be out for a Northwestern throw. DeBoer will leave that one for Happer as he and Marcel will man the back line. Kaltenberger lets that by for Fitter. Fitter to Kaltenberger. He just happened to step on that one. Unlucky. Broncos looking to switch field over here. Panther. Marcel is there. Marcel controls. Looks for Tim. Doesn't quite get through. Kaltenberger pressing. Between him and Marco Alessio, they're able to get the ball back. Aravalo sneaks up from the defense, though, and takes that one back away. Aravalo wearing the captain's armband for the Broncos. Alessio spins, taken down by Ponter. Referee says play on. Not sure what they're playing on from, but he says to play on. Kaltenberger spins around. He's taken down there. Yellow card given to 11. Panther. And the referee's going to go ahead and give JC a card, possibly. He's going to talk to the coaches. His assistant referee. See what they come up with here. Clock stopped with 9:21 left in the first half. The officials work out who exactly is at fault for those who were falling in the previous sequence. JC McFadden is going to be hit with a yellow card as well. Marcel has the free kick. He plays it to Bulger. Bulger to DeBoer. DeBoer back to Marcel. Marcel over here to JC. He's looking for Wager, but that one's going to be knocked away by Murphy. JC McFadden looking like a cramp or something. Referee's going to stop play again. Kayla takes a look at JC, and Coach Swear's out there as well. Take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Raiders stand out. Raider teams hold 9 national championships, and our students get top scores in accounting and the health sciences. Want both smart and strong? Choose Northwestern College. It's a win-win.
All right, Fultz will throw this one in here. Roll it into Marcel. Marcel to Happer. Happer switches over to the near side for now. So Raiders shift things up a little bit. Looking to make things work while JC is out. Wager looking for Tim. Tim bumps into the back of Panther. Nothing given. Francisco Arevalo heads that one out. Referees allowing a lot to be played, but then calling things that seem to be an interestingly officiated game. Fitter looking to apply the pressure to the back line. Just chasing things down. Arevalo looking for Getz. That's headed away by DeBoer. Kaltenberger. He's tripped up by Mace. He finds Lewis. Lewis slips. It's Bailey Backham in over there. Must have come in for J.C. McFadden. Bolger looking for Wager down there. That one's off for another Northwestern throw. Throw in there by Happer. Long throw to Bolger. Ball in the box. Ball sky high. Happer heads that into the box again. Headed out by Arevalo. Backham chases it down and heads it back for DeBoer. That one's taken away. Johannes with a good step there. Johannes with another good step there. Johannes with some good play there on the back line. Not where he finds himself all the time, but Wager has it now on the near sideline. He crosses midfield with it for the Raiders. Wager makes a great move around Murphy. Kaltenberger's pass deflected there, but Alessio has it with some time. Alessio looks for Wager. Wager keeps possession towards the midfield, finds Bolger on the edge of the circle. He swings it across to Johannes. Raiders look for something from the far side of the field. Johannes' pass intercepted there by Jackson Brown. His pass ahead, tipped out by Bolger. So Hastings throw in comes number 23, Rodrigo Braga, the senior from Brazil. It's under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. He'll come in for Ryan Lewis, name that we've called frequently on the attacking end tonight for the Broncos. He'll take a break. Alessio has it at midfield. Looked at Wager and thought about it. Now he looks to send Wager again, but that's going to be just a little out of his reach. Keeper comes out and plays that one to Braga. Clock stopped here for guessing blood. Clock stopped for a bloody nose. Lucas Getz. Kayla Tyndall having herself a whale of a busy day. Bloodied noses, bruised legs, bandaged ankles. Kayla's got it all covered. Referee's going to give this to Hastings. And Murphy will drop it back to Jair Arita. He'll go over to Brown. They'll move it forward a little faster than they did the previous time. Alessio slides in, keeps it in bounds to Brown. Brown's pass could be intercepted here. Fitter's poke through to Kaltenberger. Just intercepted. Johannes bumps into a Bronco who fell over. Not very much contact. The ref didn't call a foul. Johannes will take the throw in now. Can't quite get it over the defender to Fitter. Alessio looks to get this one in the midfield. Alessio has it in the midfield. He sends Wager in the corner. Wager. Hastings will play that one out for a throw-in on the short corner. Happer looking to throw in. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Happer with such a long throw. Alessio has it. Over to Wager. Wager's going to be flagged for the offsides. Rarely happens to him, but the referee flagged him down for that one. That one will go back to Foltz. Foltz will roll it over to Marcel. Marcel will drop off here to Happer. Happer looking for Bolger. Not finding him. That ball played in towards the center. DeBoer skies that one, and that'll head over the goal. So corner kick coming here for the Broncos. So we approach 3 minutes to play. It'll be Jackson Brown going to take this one for Hastings. Content to let the clock tick a little bit. Everyone up here for Hastings. Ball in here by Brown. Good ball played in. A lot of pace on that one. Backham looking to get it out. Boulder looking to get it out. Over here to Brown again on the near side. Brown sets, plays it in high. Knocked away by Johannes. Cleared out by another defender. Arita chases that one down, and he's not quite going to be able to keep that one in. So we're able to have it thrown on the far side. Johannes goes quickly, looking for Fitter, unable to get it to him. Oh, Brusnik can't keep that one in, though, and Johannes will have another throw. He'll go to Bolger. Bolger cuts towards center. He's going to swing wide for Wager. Wager looking for Bolger. Wager hit as he kicks. Marcel will take this free kick. Marcel's kick in. Bolger header. He's got Fitter there. Fitter's going to be flagged for the offsides this time. Raiders just not quite able to get that one going. Dally kicks that one away. Go out for a throw, and the Raiders have 45 seconds in the half. That throw goes over the head of Backham. Kicked back. It finds Juan Yano. Missed his substitution into the game, but Juan Yano, senior from Manizales, Colombia. Murphy to throw this one in with 20 seconds remaining. Panther takes it over the corner. Ten seconds left. Murphy not even going to try and get something here for Hastings. And that'll be the end of the first half. First half comes to a close in Orange City. Hastings breaks through with a goal in the 12th minute as they take a 1-0 lead off a goal from Tyler Mace, assisted by Lucas Getz. The rest of the half, back and forth action. Both teams spending some time in the other team's box, unable to find the back of the net. And Hastings takes a 1-0 lead into the half. We'll come back in a little bit, take a look at Raider athletics from around the conference today, catch up on the men's soccer season as they have a pretty historic run going, and get ready for the second half.
We're Raiders, and Raiders stand out. We achieve because excellence honors God and serves others. We're equipped for success, for significance. Because we're Raiders, and Raiders stand out.
Welcome back to the Northwestern College Soccer Complex here in Orange City. As we get set for half number 2 of the GPAC matchup between the top-ranked Northwestern College Raiders and the number 3 ranked Broncos of Hastings. First half saw one goal by midfielder Tyler Mace. He was assisted by Lucas Getz just into the game off of a substitution. The Raiders find themselves in a 1-0 deficit. Nothing that they haven't come back from before. The Raiders found themselves down 2-0 a few times this season and have come back from all of those. The most exciting being a thrilling double overtime victory against Mount Marty. Adam DeBoer scored with 12 seconds left in that one. But senior day here at Northwestern College. Take another moment to recognize our seniors again. Senior captain Ryan Wager, senior Joshua Wingfield, Brennan Haggerty, Juan McCrae, and Seth Druin as well, who's not here. He's fulfilling some military obligations this weekend. I'm grateful for his senior leadership as well. Raiders getting ready to start the second half. Things are cooling down rapidly here as we are an hour away from sunset. Breeze picking up as well. Raiders looking to stay warm. Zeke throwing on an extra base layer, keep him warm back there in the goal. As the Raiders look to get set with the same lineup as they started with the exception of Johannes coming in on the back line for J.C. McFadden. Looking like a shin knee injury. It's being taken care of by Kayla Tyndall, but he will likely not return for this game. Senior day here. Lots of fans, students, parents watching. If you're unable to join us but you're watching online and want to let us know where you're watching from, feel free to shoot me an email at trey.harms@nwciowa.edu. I'd love to hear where you support the Raiders from as they're on a historic run this season. I'd like to give a shout out to Marcel's parents, Marco and Marina Langer, watching from Siegen, Germany, supporting the Raiders every game. Grateful for your guys' support. And yes, indeed, it is exciting to see such a wonderful team that behaves like a family. So shout out to the Langert family. Watching from Germany, where it is Sunday morning, devoted fans. Marco was Marcel's first coach, he told me this week. I was happy to see how this season has been going. So shout out to them. And if you'd like to share where you're watching from, Hastings fans, I'll give you a shout out as well if you'd like. Let us know where you're listening in from. As we start this second half, looks like Hastings has the same lineup that they started with as well. With the exception of Gorka Martinez. We'll get to him in a second. Wingfield goes down on the edge of the box. It's going to be a card there for Arita. It's the third card of the night for the Broncos. Actually, a couple different people out there for the Broncos. Rodrigo Braga, a substitute starting the second half, along with Gorka Martinez. Did not play in that first half. Happer plays that one in. Arbo plays that one in. Riley Arbo's into the game. Happer, real long throw into the box. That goes out for a goal kick. Arita plays it across the midfield line to Panther. Alessio has it. He drops back to DeBoer. Hastings coaches urging the challenge. Marcel has it. Sends long, looking for Wani. Ball played across. Happer asking for a handball and gets it. Handball there by Sandro Rubico. Comes back after sitting out at the end of the first half. Ball played through there to Wani. Off his arm. Looking for Panther at the midfield now is Hastings. Marcel plays that back. Martinez plays it out, and Northwestern will throw it in. Hastings will have a throw now. Hastings will have another email. Raul, I got your email. JC looks to be doing all right. He's walking with a little bit of a limp and has some ice wrapped around his knee. But he's hanging on the sidelines with the rest of the team. That ball played long. Fultz will come out and catch that at the top of the box. He'll throw it out wide to Langert. Langert looking long. That goes out for Ross Murphy to throw it in for the Broncos. Ball bouncing around the midfield. Bounces back for Arevalo. Wingfield chasing him. Arevalo with a good ball up the sideline. Arbo has it. He's tripped up, fouled there. Hastings fans, shout out to some more international supporters from Newcastle in the UK. So shout out to Ellie, Hannah, and Jamie Hunt watching the live stream today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Marcel sends a long one in. That one's headed out there by Obrusnik. Panther, and Obrusnik has it again. He looks to send Panther. Nice touch there. Happer with a good stab and steal. He looks for Wani, but can't quite get it there. Bolger has that one slide over his leg. Wingfield bumped off the ball over there by Rubico. That one goes out for a throw-in. Happer will take that one. Shout out to Warren and Debbie Sweer, along with George and Amy Vanos, watching from Indianapolis. Proud of the team and Raiders roll. Ball bouncing around again. That finds Knuckle. He drops to Arita. Arita's over here to Jackson Brown, now on the near side of the field. We switched halves. Kind of cut under that one, and he swung through. Johannes looking for Vandenbeld. That one trickles back to Arita. It's for Jackson Brown here on the near side. Johannes pressuring. Now McCray. Debo with a good header there, right at the feet of Alessio. He's got time. Looking. Drops back to DeBoer. Free kick given. Wingfield on the far sideline. That one poked away, but back to Happer. He'll quick throw it into Bolger. Bolger looks to switch fields. Oh, Bolger. Good ball, Bolger. Caught by Dolly. In the vicinity of a Wani header. Plenty of dangerous jumpers for this Northwestern team. Plenty capable of finishing one in the air. Vandenbeld working on Jackson Brown. He keeps possession. Johannes with a good chase. Slides it back for DeBoer. Plays it up in the direction of Bolger and Wani. That one back to Captain Arevalo. Alessio knocks a man off the ball and he moves up to midfield with it. Swings wide to Wani, who's on the outside. That pass intercepted by Martinez. Panthers going to be flagged offsides there. Johannes will take this one. Quickly back to DeBoer. Wani chasing it down. Wingfield. Pressured by Baraga. Wingfield goes down. Nine minutes into the second half here. Happer will take this one. Referee giving some more instructions to Gorka Martinez. Ball played in here. Short and cleared out for a throw-in. Shout out to Wendy. Hoping to shout out Jonas Teensvold watching from Phoenix, Arizona. Raiders watching around the country and around the world. That ball hits to the top of the box. Johannes working to keep it alive. Nothing doing. Marcel's going to chase this one back and play it to Foltz. Jonas shouted out from Mom, Dad, and Jace with love. Bolger, good touch there. Drops it back to Alessio. Alessio looks to swing it wide to Wingfield. Good ball if he can get there. Keeps it in. He looks to play it in. Oh, good ball by Wingfield. Johannes running up on it. Ran a little over. Headed out by Arita. Headed in by Alessio. Wani with a good touch to Arbo. Wani sends it back to the goal. Keeper will pick that one up. Another shout out from some Hastings fans in the UK for David Panter, number 11 for Hastings. Shouted out from Auntie Tracy, Auntie Kath, and Uncle Dazzle, cheering on from Reading in the UK. Jackson Brown looking to throw this one in. Braga drops it back to Arita. Arita to Braga. Braga to Gorka. Martinez looking for Rubico. That one went up high. Didn't see it was off of. Looks like it was off of Happer. So Hastings going to have a throw in here. Joel and Josie Poppin watching from Ankeny, Iowa. Thank you, guys. Ball bounces it around high. Fultz is going to go after this one. He punches it out. Martinez has it. He's going to take a shot. DeBoer heads that one away. Brusnick has it. His shot wide right of the goal. Good height, just wide. Some Raider fans cheering on Luke Happer from Overland Park. Bolger looking for Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld nearing the edge of the box. He cuts into the inside. Vandenbeld's pass deflected there. Kicked out by Brown. Johannes is going to chase this down. He'll have time to control it. Cuts to the inside, has it poked away there. The Broncos control and chase the other way. Johannes chase it down. That one looked like it was off of Obrusnik. They're not going to give it to him. Hastings will have the throw. Panther cuts towards the end line. Panther's past his man. He centers it. Fultz asking for the offsides, and he gets it. He'll look to do something with it quickly, and he will. Sending Happer. Happer pushes Wingfield ahead. Wingfield's across the midline. He's got a man on him. It's Rubico. Wingfield's still going. Played out of bounds by Murphy. Wingfield will leave this throw for Happer. He'll play it into Arbo. Arbo will look towards the center for McCray. He and Bolger are there. Unable to get anything going from that. Arbo intercepts on the Hastings side of the field, and he plays it to Wingfield. Wingfield sits on it. A little in front of Happer there, looking to send him down the sideline. Substitution coming in, number 15, Ryan Lewis, starter returning to the game for Rodrigo Braga. Throw in there, headed out by Happer. Now Noah Roblin coming into the game for Paul Brusnick. Ball headed out. Ball played out to Nukel. Johannes has it. Stabbed away by Jackson Brown. Aunt Terry and Aunt Mary cheering on Luke Happer. Shout out to them as well from Kansas. Got a special alumni shout out coming up here. We got a break in the action. Johannes plays it off of Ryan Lewis. Wani looking for Vandenbeld, but that'll find Bolger. Bolger plays Wani through. Wani. Oh. That one on chase towards the end line. Wani might have played it off him down there. They're going to give it to him. They're going to say corner. Corner kick given, says the assistant referee. Harita frustrated with that. Stan Vandenbeld will take this one. Shout out to Gabriel from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, an alumni of the Raiders from the class of 2014. Shout out to him and his fellas in their group chat, No Guac. Vandenbeld sends this one in. Well played, just over the head of Bolger. Cleared out by Ryan Lewis. Shout out to Gabriel and his group chat of No Guac. Cheering on the Raiders, alumni from 2014. Thank you, Gabriel, for that email. Cool to hear from former players as well. Brendan Haggerty comes into the game for Bolger. That one headed by Arevalo. Alessio has it. Back to DeBoer. DeBoer's going to play it to Fultz. Fultzel. That one's deflected. Takes a tough bounce. Roblin's going to play this one towards the top of the box. And that shot by Ryan Lewis is going to be well high. Hastings putting some pressure on. That ball just a little past Haggerty from McCray. Lewis turns. Haggerty's got it. He's got a lot of time and space. He chooses Vandenbeld on the near side right in front of the bench. Vandenbeld moves past his man. Looks to sneak around Arita, but can't quite beat that poke. Alessio, slide tackle and ball out of bounds. Oh, a throw in.
Men were second, women were third.
Fultz gathers that one up. He sends this one away long, looking for Vandenbeld. His touch a little hard. Hastings will control this one. That one goes off of DeBoer's head. Hastings will have a throw in from in front of their bench. It'll be Jackson Brown taking that one. Johannes works around his man. Plays a nice ball to Haggerty. That one stabbed away by Knuckle. Out of bounds off of Ryan Lewis. Northwestern will have a throw here. Johannes will take it. McCray coming up to help. Receive the throw in. Knuckle comes out of that with the ball. He finds Panther. Panther drops all the way back to Arevalo. Arevalo up to Roblin. Roblin looking for Brown, but doesn't get it. Broncos will have a throw in. Johannes stabs it out again. Brown throws it in to Martinez. Martinez, that comes back to Knuckle. It's back to Arita. Hard touch, but he keeps control. Pass intercepted by Marco, though. Wani with a nice touch to Arbo. Harbaugh's pass to Wingfield intercepted though, and Arita controls and turns around for the Broncos. Panther over there competing for it with Happer. That one goes out of bounds off Getz. Looking around Raider Athletics today as Happer throws that one in a mile, and they'll have another throw coming. The volleyball team went to Hastings and swept them today in 3 sets. The football team put up a half century, beating Dakota Wesleyan 50-0 as they get ready for their big matchups against Dort and Morningside in the coming weeks. Both of those are at home. Men's and women's cross country went to Mount Marty today. The men finished second as a team, and the women took home third as they reached the coldest part of their season. So we start to head towards the conference championship, which will be held here in Orange City this year. Martinez's kick impacted by Happer. Wingfield has it on the far side, and he'll look to beat Murphy with his feet. Wingfield gets past him, but Arevalo's going to have... Oh, that might... Not quite going to stay in. Wingfield not happy with the contact as he's trying to run. Referee stops the clock here. Maybe looking at equipment, maybe looking at just letting him know how he's going to allow the play on the defensive end. Gets past one, not past the next. That's Ryan Lewis. Good attack here for the Broncos. And that's corner kick? That's a corner kick. Never quite tell when it hits the side of the net like that. Corner kick coming for Hastings. Number 3, Jackson Brown will head on over to take that. Brown will send this one in. Broncos have the box loaded. Plays one in really low. Marcel knocks that one out. Marcel deflects that one. Happer cleans it up. Haggerty fighting for it. Haggerty knocked down, and foul going to be given there. As Kai Knuckle kind of took him down. Just past Wingfield there. Just Happer's pass. Ryan Wager and Nick Fitter are going to be coming in for the Raiders at the next opportunity. Wingfield moving past a lot down there. Good footwork. That one eventually cleared out down there by the Broncos. Reached 20 minutes or so left in the half. Score still 1-0. Broncos lead. As I mentioned earlier, a win tonight would clinch the GPAC title for the Raiders. A tie or a loss, and they could still claim the title with a victory next week against Doane. So the clock stops just inside of 20 minutes remaining. Knuckle with some high feet. Ball kind of bounces around, but Wingfield ends up with it. Play's definitely starting to get a little bit more physical on the whole right now. Haggerty has it in the midfield. Knuckle ends up on top of him. The referee content to observe. DeBoer misses his slide tackle. Here's Panther. Panther lines up a shot from the edge of the box. Saved by Foltz. Going to be offsides there. Foltz with a good save, and then an offsides call on Getz as he came in off the rebound. Foltz looks to restart this quickly. He plays Happer forward, and Happer's pass intercepted there on the way to Haggerty. Getz definitely grabbed Arbo there. 19 minutes to go. Fans and benches picking up in their intensity. There's enough cloud cover here that there's no more shadows out there. Haggerty. Haggerty on the far side. Haggerty looks to move past Martinez and can't. Martinez pokes it out. Haggerty's going to leave this throw for Happer, but we're going to have some substitutions first. Wager and Nick Fitter coming in for Juan McCray and Josh Wingfield. So the seniors will get a breather here. Likely not the end of the night for them. Marco Alessio over to Johannes. Johannes up for a header. Well played, looking for Fitter. Fitter still looking for it in there. Fitter. Fitter again. Header. That one comes out. Northwestern's going to have a throw in front of their bench. Johannes plays it down the line. First stand, Vandenbeld. Just got two on him. He drops it back to Johannes. Johannes plays it in. Haggerty goes down in the box, but nothing called. And Happer's shot is high. Haggerty held and pulled down in the box. The referee said he was not close enough to make a play on the ball. Never know with those ones. Fitter pressuring. Does a good job of that. Foul there on Panther. Marcel, I think he clipped his cleat as he went by or something, but Marcel hammers that one. Looking for Wager. Wager's momentum bounces him back a little bit there. And Lewis looks forward. Happer's going to have a throw in here. He'll go quickly. Arbo working on Lewis. Still working on Lewis. Lewis goes down. Hastings asking for a card. Northwestern unhappy with the foul to begin with. Must be a sporting event. Jackson Brown will take this one. Slide it up a yard. You can probably put this one in range 2. Foltz on high alert back there. Plays this ball in high to the center of the box. Foltz is going to go up for it. He'll catch that, and he will clear it in the direction of Fitter. That takes a bounce, and Fitter's there. Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld's knocked over. Nothing called. Fitter's there. Fitter back to Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld poked away from behind, and Arita clears immediately. All the way back to Langert. Langert works to keep it in with Happer. Does so. Happer finds Arbo. Arbo's going to get to this one at the midfield. Kai Kanuko with a pretty good defensive play there. And he sends Getz forward. DeBoer with a good play. Beats him there. And some substitutes coming in for Hastings. Number 10, Tyler Mace returns. The goal scorer on the day, along with 17, Paul Brusnik, also a starter. They'll come in for Kai Kanukel and David Panther. $14:35 left in the game. In full time, it's Lewis down on the end line with Marcel. That ball played into the center. Wager. High, but still in the box. Marcel heads it out. Haggerty clears it a little farther. Gets with a header to Mace. Marcel kind of had his feet taken out from underneath him there. Shakes it off. That shot wide left. Foltz to DeBoer. Debo looking for Vandenbeld. Finds him. He's got Johannes. Johannes looks to play him through and not quite enough on it, but Northwestern will have a throw. Johannes is there immediately down the line to Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld to Fitter. Good play. Foul given. Northwestern with the free kick in the attacking third. Vandenbeld waiting for the referee to step off 10 yards here. Vandenbeld's going to take this free kick in the box for the Raiders. Fitter, Haggerty, Wager, DeBoer. That one's in. Headed up by Jackson. Headed back in by Happer. Off the left side of his head, and he was looking for the right. That one skitters away for a goal kick. Arita. Ball played through. Marcel gets there. Marcel controls, turns. Good ball by Marcel. Lewis is there. Vandenbeld comes in from behind to poke it away. Alessio taken down. Going to be a corner kick given. Corner kick coming here for the Broncos. Just stuck my head outside the press box so I could see this one, and it's a bit chillier out here with the wind, so. Referee having a discussion with him. Readjusting the corner flag. That is Murphy to take this corner. Murphy. Ball is up, ball's in, got pace. Flick header by Marcel. Averts the danger, and then that one's sent out. And Foltz off a goal kick here. Quick substitutions for the Raiders. James Bolger and Juan McCray. Scoring leaders for Northwestern coming back in. 19 and 20, in for 8 and 11. Johannes and Brennan. Haggerty coming out. Goal kick played in. Lewis has it and is attacking. He's on the corner of the box. Lines up for a shot. Nothing. Marcel defending. Header comes in, headed out by Happer. Arbo is there. Plays a header to himself. Too far for Wager. Murphy will have a throw. 11 minutes left. Bruce Nick looking to do a spin down there, but poked away by DeBoer. That one goes out, and that's going to be another corner for the Broncos. Jackson Brown will take this corner as well. Hastings. Everybody up except for Roblin and Murphy. Jackson Brown sends this one in high. It's a good ball. Foltz up to catch it. He does. Arita going to be given a card for this one. That's his second yellow, I believe. Yeah, that's his second yellow. So he's going to be sent off here with 10:06 left in the match on 2 yellows.
Down one man. Let's go. Oh, he just kicked a water bottle.
Ball bouncing around. Vandenbeld hands it off for Brown. Brown throw it in here for the Broncos. Long shot there from Obrusnik, goes well over. Northwestern with 9 minutes to score. Up a man. Long ball played for Vandenbeld, but that one is too long. Hastings down a man right now. After Arita was hit with the red card for his second yellow, obstructing the goalkeeper's kick. Marcel looking to play this one in, asking for his 10 yards. Plays it in, looking for his headers down there. Vandenbeld goes down on the edge of the box and is laid on. So he's going to get a free kick. Referee very careful to let the contact get to the edge of the box before he called the foul, as is typical. Clock stopped here, and Gorka Martinez may get his 7th yellow card of the season here if he doesn't leave the ball alone. Alessio and Vandenbeld both looking to take this free kick here. Alessio takes a shot. Ball bouncing around. Ball cleared out there by Jackson Brown. Hastings pretty excited, able to avert anything from that. Ball played into Boulder. Boulder. Boulder shot just over. Nothing given. No corner. Josh Wingfield's going to come in for Wager here. Speed on the attack for speed on the attack. Number 12, Keegan Johnson, is going to come in for Lucas Getz. Seven minutes remaining in the half. Dolly plays that one away. DeBoer with the header. Clock stopped again. Oh, Brusnick might have said something on his way by. That's what it looked like. Another yellow card there for the Broncos. Marcel, long free kick. Bolger's in the box. Bolger goes down again. Lewis kicks that out to midfield where Marcel is going to head that back into a Raider tapper. Marcel with a good touch. Wingfield heads it over to Fitter on the far side. Fitter looking for Wingfield. Wani's going to get there at the center. Alessio didn't come up for it though. Keegan Johnson, fresh off the bench. Foul is going to be given there. Called on Arbo. Clock stops again. Free kick coming for the Broncos. Ball played in high. Fultz is up. Fultz with a good grab over his head. Vandenbelt has it at midfield. Brings it back to Raider territory where he gives it to DeBoer. DeBoer is going to cross fields to Langert. Fultz directing traffic. Finds Fitter. Fitter on the near side of the midfield. Fitter's got Wingfield. Wingfield. His ball in. First deflected, then he finds Fitter. Fitter's got space on the top of the box. Takes a shot. That one's wide. Hastings has a substitution here. David Panter returning to the game. Panter's going to come in for Ryan Lewis. One Englishman for another. 5:15 to go. Full time. DeBoer heads that back to Arbo. Kicked high by Murphy. Foul there on Keegan Johnson. Clock stops again. Lots of vocalization on the sidelines. Adam DeBoer is the one that went down there. Looks to be doing all right. He's a tough kid, Laura. Ball dropped back to him by Marco. DeBoer finds Arbo. Arbo looking for Bolger. Bolger makes his move, slips. Raiders still have possession. Wingfield, he's going to throw it back here to Marcel. Marcel plays a long one in. McCrae's there. He turns. His shot's deflected there. Arbo has it. That's knocked over by Mace. Mace looking for Johnson. Marco Alessio with a good slide there. Fitter and Wani closing in on it. That one looked hard off Wani's inner thigh. Marcel held there. That's going to be another card. That's going to be on Johnson. Johnson, no stranger to cards. She's going to be a substitution coming in for Hastings. Will Turner from York, England, the next opportunity. 3:48 left. Clock will start on the referee's whistle here. Intensity not going anywhere. Ball played in. Johnson's there. Sends it away. They're going to leave that for Foltz. Happer will. They'll send it over to Marcel. Marcel on the far side. Marcel has got Alessio in the center circle. He brings it wide right as he comes across the midfield. Cuts inside, outside. Gives it to Vandenbeld in front of the Raider bench. Vandenbeld past his man. Vandenbeld past another. Slipped as he went to pass it to Fitter. Alessio tips that one. De Boer's going to have to go back to Foltz with it. Foltz to Alessio. Alessio looking for Happer. Happer's there in front of his bench. Dribbles forward. Looking to beat his man down the sideline. Can't turn the corner on him, but he'll get a throw. This could be a good... Happer is an attacking threat from this throw-in. Another good throw. Boulder's up. That one's headed out. Both teams obviously saying it's off the other. Gonna go corner kick Northwestern. 2:30 to go. Vandenbeld. Vandenbeld looking for the corner kick. Vandenbeld. Ball played in. Good ball by Stan. Boulder up for the header. No. Rebound in. Might be there's a foot really close to a head there. We're going to see. Would not be surprised if they're going to give a free kick here for Northwestern. This will be interesting to watch unfold. Looked like the referee is giving an indirect free kick on the 6. Now he's discussing with Gorka Martinez and Marco Alessio what's happening. Yellow card for Martinez. It's his 7th on the year. Also the 7th of the night for Hastings. Northwestern discussing how they want to handle this. Referee not raising his hand for the indirect free kick yet. There it is. So it's going to be an indirect free kick from the 6-yard line. Alessio and Boulder are there. Hastings lined up on their goal line. Alessio, Boulder. Look, probably a handball. Alessio with the touch. His touch made it legal for Boulder to kick it then. Needed an indirect free kick, so someone had to move the ball forward. Not sure what exactly happened, but no penalty. Have an indirect free kick again. So we've got an indirect free kick from about the 7-yard line now. Indirect, meaning Northwestern has to have one player touch it after the initial touch in order for it to be live to shoot. Alessio touches, shot, blocked, saved around. Hastings saves the ball off the line. Daly, long ball to Panther. Panther's going to be called for a foul there as he pushed Happer up in the air. Northwestern needing to hustle now under 90 seconds. Clock stopped. It's a minute and 14 left. Zeke Foltz is going to take this free kick. Marcel Langert is wide, just off the screen at midfield. Everyone else for the Raiders in the attacking third. He's going to go wide to Marcel. Marcel's got Panther to beat. He plays it in high. Headed by Arbo. Headed by Bolger. Headed by DeBoer. 1 minute remaining. Foltz is going to have to do something with Panther back here. Headed up. Hastings man loses his feet. That's Murphy. Wingfield comes down with it. Foltz going to back up so he can play this one to DeBoer. 36 seconds left. DeBoer to Alessio. Alessio, good footwork. He swings it across to Marcel. 25 seconds. Marcel plays one up in the air, looking for Bolger. That's caught by Hastings' keeper. Ten seconds left. Foltz comes over to it. Foltz plays a long one in. Fitter's over there. Fitter's going to be called offsides, and that's going to be the game. That'll be the end of this one here from Orange City. Hastings takes the match 1-0 on a 12th minute goal from Tyler Mace. Neither team able to break all the way through after that. Hard fought physical match. Next up for Northwestern is a match next week on Saturday. They close out the regular season and GPAC schedule against Doane Tigers in Crete, Nebraska. And a win there would still be enough to claim the GPAC title for Northwestern. That's what I've been told. First loss for the Raiders this season in conference play. That moves them to 9-1 in conference play. And 13-2-1 overall as they fall here to Hastings by a score of 1-0. Tough one here for the Raiders. They'll bounce back next week. As a top seed in the playoffs, we should be hosting a GPAC playoff game. Check the Northwestern College website for details on when that is. Actually, I'll just see if I can pull it up for you here if you're still listening. November 3rd, Wednesday, November 3rd, the Raiders should host a GPAC quarterfinals game. So stay tuned for that one. I will hopefully see you then. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and for supporting the Raiders. Have a good night.